The year is 2013, and with most of the modern technologies and electronics in today's time, most young people don't know what older generations had to go through. Most people, our grandparents and older, of the older generations, they had a sewing machine in every home. It was a necessity. They had to sew everything themselves. The women would sit and they would sew the sweaters and their blankets and everything. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a blanket without even needing a sewing machine. First, you're going to need your fabric. I just have a camo fabric, and you can get two different ones for the front and the back, and you can get a single color for the back. And I'm using a green and a camo for the front, and it matches. You can mix and match colors. You can go to your local fabric store or even Walmart to get your fabric. The amount of fabric you get, it depends on who you're making it for. You can make it for a toddler, for a baby shower, or you can make it for someone who's going off to college. I usually get about 6 foot of fabric because you're going to trim it and cut it a little bit, and you want to be able to pull it up and not have your feet stick out the bottom so it'll be warm. Secondly, you're going to need a good pair of fabric scissors. You can go to Walmart and get these. They need to be able to cut the fabric with one cut and not be all frilly and not have to sit there and work with it because you need clean lines. Thirdly, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardboard about 6 by 6 inches. You can make it smaller if you're going to make a taller blanket. It needs to probably be about 4 inches by 4 inches. You're going to cut the corners out of your blanket, and I'm going to explain why in a little while. And that's all you need to make the blanket. Okay. Clear out a place on your living room floor in front of the television where you can lay all of your fabric down and wrinkle free. Lay your bottom down, which my bottom would be my green. You would lay it down and get all the wrinkles out of it. And then you would lay your top one down on top of that. Make sure it's all even. You need to cut and trim if it's sticking out or sticking over. Make sure it's perfectly even so you'll have a good even blanket. Then you're going to get your scissors and get your cardboard. You're going to stick the cardboard at the corner of all 4 corners. I'm going to use this for an example. You're going to put it at the corner while it's laying on the ground and cut around it. You're going to have 4 big notches cut out each corner of your blanket. That's so whenever you tie the blanket together, it won't be wadded up at the corners. You'll have that notch and you'll tie them together and it'll make it rounded at the ends. Then you're going to get your scissors again, and you're going to cut about 2-inch long and 1-inch thick strips along the whole blanket. This can be time consuming. That's why I say clear out a place in front of the television in your living room or bedroom. You can watch TV while you do this. There's no need to rush it because it needs to be perfect. You're going to cut them like so. I have this already cut. You're going to cut the bottom and the top. If you can see this, it's going to look like this. I have this proportion smaller so I can show you. And you're going to cut all the way around. Then once you're done with that, you're going to go back and you're going to tie every one together. This ties the front and the back fabrics together of your blanket. You're going to get the top fabric and tie to the bottom. You need to double tie. This way it'll stay whenever you wash and dry. You'll be able to keep them for years and they won't come apart. Don't think that single tying is going to do it good enough because it's not. They're going to come apart. You need a double tie. And once they're double tied, it will look like this. It's going to look like that all the way around. Your edges should not be wadded up. Your corners should be rounded, and it should work if you can cut the notches out with the cardboard right. And these blankets, they're very durable. I made them a couple years ago, and I still cover up with them. They're still soft. The best fabric to use is the fleece. They have it at Walmart. It's all wadded up. You're going to have to ask someone and tell them how much you want and tell them to cut you about 6 feet of it. And you can do these about anything. Baby showers, you can go pick out a sweet little pink blanket with a cute pattern on the front and a solid color on the back, or just a plain blanket that you can make and leave it in your living room. You can make some for your parents. You can make them for your favorite sports teams. You can even go online and order different fabrics online. I've actually done that. I ordered a pretty camo and made one for my boyfriend for I think Valentine's Day, and it goes with his room very well. And I actually made this big one. It's a Louisiana Tech one. The front and back is the same. It's very big. It covered up almost the whole bed. I made it for my brother when he graduated from high school in 2010, and you can see still tied together because I double tied them, and you can wash them in the washer, dry them in the dryer. They work perfect and they're very warm. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're going to try this at home because it's a lot of fun when you feel like you want to be creative and make something for somebody. It makes it very special. Thank you.